So today we're doing show, don't tell. So today I want you to think of how we've learned the two strategies we've learned for making our words more detailed and interesting. So we talked about juicy words, and what's the other word? Or what's the other way we learned? Adding detail, that's right. So using juicy words and adding detail. And adding dialogue, yeah. So let's read the Lesson 18 Mentor text and see what show, don't tell could possibly mean. I'm going to read the first paragraph, and then I'm going to have you read the rest on your own. Cold, wet sand surrounded my feet on all sides with each step I took. A cool breeze wafted the scent of musty salt beneath my nose. I continued my walk down the coast as I scanned the beach for the perfect spot. My eyes trailed over flip-flops, small colorful shovels and buckets, assortments of beach towels, and a giant sun hat. I stopped for a second, noticing an empty area in the sand, walking quickly in that direction with my beach bag weighing down my arm. I was too slow. I observed as a man, woman, and two kids came barreling down from the boardwalk. They stopped in the area I had spotted and heaved a pile of beach chairs and sand toys into the ground in relief. I threw back my head in frustration and continued my trek down the beach. I'd go ahead once I get adjusted and finish the rest. All right, now that you've paused and read it, let's continue with our lesson. So I want you to notice at the top, cold, wet sand surrounded my feet on all sides with each step I took. The cool breeze wafted the scent of the musty salt beneath my nose. Just by reading those two sentences, the author has not told us explicitly where she is, but can we infer where she is just by her detail? We know that the beach has sand and salt air and water, and all of those things lead us to believe she's at the beach. And then the next sentence, or the next couple sentences, she did tell us. But she made us envision. She showed us what it looked like. She didn't just tell us where she was. So that's what I mean by show, don't tell. I want you to show your author in your words, in your detail, where you are. So if you are at Carowinds, you could say something like, the noise and loud atmosphere took my breath. I was so excited to see the topsy-turvy roller coasters and the rides all around. I didn't tell you where I am, but I could continue the next sentence and you probably could guess. I saw the line that divided the state of North and South Carolina. It was so fun. Something like that could tell you, oh, they must be at Carowinds. And if you've never been to Carowinds, that was probably confusing. But you see how I made you, if you closed your eyes, you could all envision this. You could picture this in your mind. That's what I want you to do with your writing. I want you to detail it so much that your writer can picture it. So let's go to our anchor chart. I think we have one today. Yes. So let's talk about this. Show readers where you are. Instead of saying I was in the kitchen, we could say the smell of the onion made my eyes water. The sound of the water bubbling in the pot and the timer beeping made my stomach growl. So if you put all those things together, your reader could infer that you were at the beach. We were in the car. My seatbelt clicked into place just as the engine came to life.
Pardon the interruption. At this time, can I have...
Sorry, friends. I could hear my parents discussing the shortest route and the upbeat music on the radio. So that is all stuff that happens in the car. I went to the beach. I listened to the waves crash and breathed in the salty air. The sand was soft between my toes. These are all ways that we can picture where we are and not just say where we are. So I'm going to challenge you to go back in your writing and find your setting where your story took place and show us, don't tell us, okay?